What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Game James of Big Game Sports Buzz, and it is Monday morning, and yet I thought Black Monday was last Monday. Right now, for Dallas Cowboys fans, I think they're a sunken ship, and a lot of those fans are ready to jump off of buildings. It looks like Black Monday is going to be extended a week because of the failure of the Dallas Cowboys and them coming up short to the San Francisco 49ers and yesterday's Super Wildcard weekend game. When you stop and look at this game, who do you really blame? There's a lot of fingers that can be pointed a lot of different directions, but there's a lot of bad things that took place in this ball game. One, the Dallas Cowboys are a very undisciplined team. 8 penalties and some costly penalties late in the game that really made no sense at all. One that comes to mind is Randy Gregory with the defensive holding on the offensive lineman. And then you get ready to get San Francisco off the field. You have the illegal hands to the face, and the guy clearly put the offensive lineman's neck back with his hand in his face on the pass rush. It happened. This, at the end of the day, guys, when you look at it, it has to be put on leadership. Mike McCarthy is your head coach. Mike McCarthy is supposed to have guys ready to play. I got blessed and played with someone that was just, you weren't going to do things that were going to be self-inflicted wounds to the team by the little costly penalties. Coach Dungy didn't play that. And if you couldn't execute in that manner, you wouldn't be on this football team, or you wouldn't be on the field to put your team in a tough situation. Mike McCarthy has shown that his management style or his disciplinarian style just doesn't seem to work with the pieces they have in place here in Dallas. That's just me in my opinion. Secondly, Kellen Moore, boy wonder, the guy that's supposed to have all these great jobs coming up. He's supposed to be the next great thing. He is supposed to be a super NFL coach. And that play call at the end of the game, not knowing the precise amount of time, and not even utilizing all your weapons. Dallas, the personnel department has put together a pretty good team. You paid Ezekiel Elliott over $90 million. Tony Pollard is a monster in the backfield, and you just aren't running the ball well enough. Is this really the guy that should be leading the NFL team? And I don't know why, Cowboys fans. I really can see this guy being the next Jason Garrett. I can see Jerry getting mad, fire McCarthy, and just put Kellen Moore in the spot, because Kellen Moore is not going to ruffle any feathers or put any wrinkles in the sheets. He's not going to challenge anything Jerry Jones says. So that could happen. I hope it doesn't. And I don't think that this young man is ready to go out and be an NFL head coach yet. I think he still needs to work on his coordination game. Anyway, then it comes Dak Prescott. Is Dak to blame? What's going on with Dak? Seems like he's not seeing the field well. Now, I still believe that Dak Prescott is a very capable quarterback and he can get things done, but he looked out of sync some yesterday. Seemed like he had a hard time seeing the open receivers, going through his progression and doing what it takes to make those throws. Now, I never played the position, and I'm glad I didn't. It's the hardest position on the field, and it's the one position we always say, when you do great, you get praise, and when your team loses, you get all the blame. Dak and everyone else on that team has to know that the referee has to spot the ball at the end of the game. To me, that's more of a play call. You take a chance on a gamble, not having any timeouts left and not having the right amount of time left. It was 14 seconds left on the clock. Generally, you want about 16 seconds on the clock. And you do those situations all the time when you're running your 2-minute drills and things like that at practice. Now, Jerry Jones has a tough decision to make. He was super hot. He is so evident in how mad he was at the end of the game during that press conference, to where he couldn't even answer a question about what he might do because he wanted to calm himself down. Jerry Jones is going to do what's best for Jerry Jones. And essentially, to him, what's best for him is what's best for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what that's going to be, but some heads are going to be rolling, and I believe changes are going to be made. I'm Big Game James. You can catch me on Big Game Sports Buzz every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. But to dive a little bit more in depth into this, you can check out my co-host Jay Stoggs on his show, Cowboys Connection, and that'll be running this Saturday. He is going to break down and talk about what's going on with the Cowboys and what they have to do to get better. Hey, don't forget, if you're on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified of every time that we drop brand new content. Again, I'm Big Game James. This is Big Game Sports Buzz. Peace.